every family in Charlotte and across the country, safety is paramount. But recent chilling incidents right here in the Queen City have ignited a critical question. Just how safe is your family and your community? Thanks so much for joining us at 7:30. I'm Kim Anderson, and this is On Your Side Tonight. Now, these critical questions about safety have resonated nationally. We've seen federal intervention, including deployments of the National Guard by the Trump administration in cities like Portland, Chicago, and Memphis. And now some are even calling for a similar presence right here in Charlotte. It begs the question, could our city be headed down that same path, and is it something we need?
I moved here almost a year ago, and I feel like it's pretty safe. I mean, there's 24/7 security.
It used to be so nice. But now people are just going up in the middle of the day and shooting one another over an assault, and it's crazy.
Today, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department unveiled its quarterly crime report. According to their data, it paints a picture of significant progress, but that feels very distant to many in wake of tragedies like the brutal stabbing death of Irina Zarutska on the light rail. Her death shocking not just our city, but the nation. Despite this horrific incident, CMPD says crime in the city overall is down. But what exactly does that look like? We took a closer look at the numbers, and here's what we found. On the surface, CMPD's new crime report is encouraging. The department reports overall crime is down 8% through the first 9 months of this year. Most notably, violent crimes plummeted 20%, including significant drops in homicides and robberies. CMPD credits this success to its data-driven, proactive policing approach, not just luck.
Every day, our officers intervene in minor and large disputes. They stop crimes in progress, and they prevent violence without it ever making the news.
Leaders say CMPD's new specialized units like the Entertainment District Unit are making nightlife safer. They've also revamped crime reduction units, seizing hundreds of firearms and thousands of pounds of narcotics. These are the wins, tangible efforts making a difference. Putting the data aside, what does all of this mean for you and your family? Well, crime impacts the very fabric of our lives, from where we decide to live, where our children can play. Is it safe to take public transit? Are you okay to walk outside alone at night? These are all real fears that attack your peace of mind. When it comes to the death of Irina Zarutska, many we have spoken to say it's given them new concerns they didn't have before. Even as overall crime decreases, a single horrific act can shatter public trust and ignite widespread fear.
It is something I now consciously think about and have in the back of my mind as I show up to a station, as I sit down on a seat.
You have to expect for the unexpected now, because it's like we don't feel comfortable doing our normal routines.
And CMPD recognizes while this is an encouraging report, they say there's still room for improvement. Today's report highlighted a critical area that creates a persistent and frustrating challenge for the entire department: repeat offenders. This revolving door for career criminals, both adults and juveniles, undermines officers' work to keep your family safe. It's a disconnect in accountability that allows individuals with long criminal histories to commit acts that fuel public fear and overshadow positive trends, much like the tragic light rail incident.
Habitual offenders inflate crime statistics, while in reality, multiple incidents are the work of one or a few individuals. A disproportionate number of violent incidents and property crimes are being committed by individuals with extensive criminal histories, many of whom continue to cycle through the justice system without facing meaningful consequences. This lack of accountability undermines community safety and places an undue burden on victims, neighborhoods, and law enforcement resources.
Now, the department says more than 60% of its violent crime acts involve people with prior arrest. Officers say in order to break that cycle, it has to be a collaborative approach. It can't just rely on officers, but the department says the courts also have to have responsibility to make this change.
While the person committing the crimes is ultimately responsible for their actions, others must step up to help ensure they are held accountable. We cannot make a meaningful, lasting impact alone. We must work together to address the gaps in the system and create lasting solutions.
Now, achieving a truly safe Charlotte where families feel secure is a shared journey. CMPD's efforts are significant, but repeat offenders highlight the need for a unified community commitment from citizens to courts and leaders to deliver the peace of mind every family deserves.